Hi there and welcome to another unboxing video by DeviantFun. So we got a box of goodies here. We've teased you in our Facebook and Instagram pages with a box covered. So here I am to show you what was hidden under the brown paper. So I've got 3 titles here. Well, they're not here for any special reason. They were the three on the top. So, but we'll have to start by somewhere. So let's start with Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Why not, huh? So a new Reckless book is out for some time. It's a fresh, still warm book. And we've got our first copy now. This dates from April this year. The printing, that is. The release date, I'm not very sure of when it happened. So it follows the first Reckless book. It was promised that would be a series, there will be more books, and here it is, Friend of the Devil. And we've got our super team of Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips writing noir, pulp, crime stories. So, as it says here, best-selling crime noir masters Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips are back with another new original graphic novel in the Reckless series. So Reckless is the name of our protagonist, Ethan Reckless, and he's got a motto: "Your trouble is my business for a price." Yeah, if you read the first Reckless book, you know what we're talking about. So he's like a mercenary that will take jobs for whatever job it is, for the right amount of money. So let's just take a look at the art. It shouldn't be anything surprising in terms of style, both in terms of style and quality, because it's Sean Phillips. And yeah, we know how Sean Phillips draws. I don't know if he did the colors here, because I don't see a third name. Ah, yeah, it is Jacob Phillips doing the colors. Okay. I suspect that it's his brother or something like that. I have to Google it. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence that his name is Phillips also. This is Ethan Reckless's headquarters. If you've read the first one, you'll recognize this. So I quite enjoyed the first book, so I'm eager to put my hands on this one too. And I bet you are also, if you're an Ed Brubaker / Sean Phillips fan, or just a fan of crime, noir novels, because you know you're in for a treat. It can't be less than good. Hopefully it's very good, and even more hopefully it's excellent. Here is the cover of the first book in the Reckless series. So if you don't have it, you can buy it with us. We still have copies. deviantfun.biz. That's where you can find this, the prequel. It's not the prequel, the previous book I meant. We also have it. So the next book I'm going to show you is, like you're seeing, Cyberpunk 2077 Trauma Team. I think this dates from March this year. I'm not very sure. Let me see. Blah 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 blah. If I can't spot it right away, we'll just, yeah, March 2021. Yeah, I was right. So this is by Cullen Bunn, which is the biggest name that you'll see here. Then we've got Miguel Valderrama, Jason Vordi, and Frank Svetokovic. Svetokovic, is it like that? So the story is by Cullen Bunn, of course. The art is by Miguel Valderrama, and colors by Jason Vordi. Then we've got the letters and the color and the cover art, which is quite good. I dig this cover. Oh, this almost looks like Sean Phillips doing sci-fi. So Cyberpunk 2077, I'm not going to get into much detail because I don't know the video game. I just know that, well, it didn't go very well for the publisher because there was a lot of expectation on this video game. I remember seeing a trailer and it looked magnificent, but it seemed that there was some kind of rush in putting the game out in the market, and it felt incomplete and unfinished. Yeah, I don't know if they recovered from that with patches or whatever. But Dark Horse, nevertheless, thought the world to be interesting enough to start building a novel around it. We've got this volume. There's also already a volume 2 on the go. If it hasn't come out, it's due to come out very soon. I was expecting a more crisp artwork, but I like this a lot. It's not what I expected in a sci-fi and being inspired in a CGI game. I was expecting it to look more like it, but it's actually very soft traced, more like a cartoon. And I love the colors because the colorist had some guts to spill the palette over the book, not afraid of using N colors in the same square or rectangle or whatever in each little panel, but he knows how to do it. He or she. What was? Yeah, Jason. Okay, it was a guy. Yeah, Jason, I like your work, man. Awesome work here with the colors and the artwork too, but the colors, wow, I think they really stand out. So let me just tell you a little bit about the book because I haven't read it. So we've got Nadia, who is an assistant EMT for a privately owned business known as Trauma Team International, and she is the sole survivor of a failed rescue mission turned shootout. After she agrees to continue work for an upcoming extraction mission, Nadia discovers that her new extraction subject is Apex, the man who's responsible for Nadia's former team members' deaths. 100 floors high in a skyscraper filled with members of Apex rival gang, Nadia and her team must complete the extraction. So we've got a sci-fi punk steampunk comic here. I hope it's a good steampunk one, a good sci-fi, because I really need to dig more into the sci-fi genre. Hope this is very worth it. It is a very small trade paperback. The paper isn't that thin, so I'm just a little bit afraid that it is a too fast read for me, because I read fast. It seems to be pretty short in terms of content, but if it's good content or excellent content, you won't hear me complain about the amount of yeah. But it's a thin trade paper book. There's no way around it. Next, we've got a hardcover from Marvel. Okay, we're switching from Dark Horse to Marvel. First, we have Image Comics. And so we've got Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers, by Jason Aaron, Ed McInnes, Paco Medina, Sara Pichelli, David Marquez, Corey Smith. So this is basically Jason Aaron's work on The Avengers. So it collects Avengers from 2018, number 1 to 12, and material from Free Comic Book Day of 2018, Avengers Captain America. After years crafting his legendary Thor saga, Jason Aaron brings the thunder to the Avengers. The big three are back together at last, and when the final host of Celestials passes ultimate judgment on Earth, the cry must go out, Avengers assemble! Captain America, Iron Man and Thor are joined by perhaps the heaviest hitting roster of all: Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and Ghost Rider. Plus they have a Hulk, the She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, sorry. But which side is Loki on this time around? Yeah, where, in which side? If he even has a side, I think is always on his own agenda, right? And in a world full of dangers, who else will heed the call? The team chooses a leader, moves into a new headquarters, recruits a new support crew, and they'll need every advantage as threats mount, including Namor's savage Defenders of the Deep and Russia's reformed Winter Guard. But who are the Avengers of 1 million BC? What? Yeah, 1 million BC. So let's just take a look, because one image is worth 1,000 words or 100 words. It depends on the image, I guess. So I can tell you the paper is a little bit thin, so it is not a very thick hardcover, but taking into account how thin the pages are, this is a lot of content to read here. Let's take a little walk through the artwork. The final host. Okay, skipping some leaves. Yeah, the book looks good. There's Thor, Captain Marvel, the She-Hulk. Yeah, the colors could be better. I'm not enjoying or feeling impressed by the coloring after seeing the Cyberpunk 2077. But there should be different colorers throughout the book, so let's see if it changes. Until now the art is very consistent. Okay, we've got a change here, both in style and colors, and I like it better this way. Simpler artwork but more efficient. There's the Ghost Rider, and yeah, I like this style way better. Okay. As you can see, I'm skipping a lot of leaves, but still I haven't gotten to the end, so it's a lot of content here. This is the special for sure. Yeah, let's see what it has in the end, what extras. Okay, little covers, not full page covers there, but there are some covers here in full page size. That's cool. And lots of them. Okay. Yeah. So this came out, and that I don't know for sure. Let me just check. Ooh, I can hardly read it. First printing 2020. Okay, we've got it ordered for some time now, so I don't know if it was out of print or why did we get it only now. But I'm not very sure that this really came out on 2020, to be honest. But yeah, that's what it says there. Next in line, a favorite of ours, Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky. Yeah, they've started collecting them in hardcover format. So this contains the equivalent to the first two volumes, for the first two trade paperbacks, which amounts to volumes 1 to 10, issues 1 to 10. For this glorious acclaimed run of Chip Zdarsky is doing an excellent job with the character. It's not an easy character to take because yeah, it's got so many good runs. Once again, paper is thin, so the book is actually you can expect more content than the volume suggests because the pages are thin. They're glossy, they're okay, not excellent. You can feel some porosity in the papers, so it's not a novelty that the big two are cutting on paper quality, right? We've talked about it lots of times here. In fact, the leaves tend to glue to each other because they're very light. Yeah, gotta live with that. The prices aren't going down, but the paper quality sure is. Yeah, but this is an amazing run, which is being already compared to Mark Waid's or other classic runs, and there are some issues out there already, so it's not based on speculation as to where it will go. It's based on facts, on what it has reached already. Oh, we've got Cage and Jessica there. Yeah, shouldn't be too surprised, right? If it's a Daredevil book. Yeah, I like the artwork, love the colors. This is great. So this is not new stories, it's just a special edition for you guys to collect. This might be an extra from the trade paperbacks, I'm not sure. Look at this cover. That's cute. Yeah, let's see what. First, let's review the guys that are here. So, of course, Chip Zdarsky behind the scenes, doing the writing and doing it awesomely, and then also big credits to Marco Cecchetto, a star artist who's on the rise and is up there in terms of quality of work. He's doing a great job. He's been doing a great job and evolving as an artist. And then we have here an Indian artist, Lalit Kumar Sharma, which also contributes. I don't know in what exactly, but yeah, he is here. I don't know if he splits 50-50 with Cecchetto. Oh, okay. He is the penciler for Daredevil number 6 to 9. Cecchetto is 1 to 5. And then we've got a name that wasn't mentioned on Daredevil number 10, Jorge Fornes. If he's Spanish or equivalent, a Spanish language country, it will be Jorge. If he was Portuguese, it would be Jorge. It's a very common name here in Portugal. Okay, next in line. Not new at all. It's Jeff Lemire. You don't have to read it to understand. Just by looking at the cover, it could be Matt Kinst or a Jeff Lemire's. And it's Jeff Lemire's The Underwater Welder. I don't have the faintest idea in which year this was first released, to be honest. It seems it was in 2012, so it's been a while since then. With The Underwater Welder, Jeff Lemire has created a moving, brilliant, and fiercely original work about loss, longing, and love. As an underwater welder of an oil rig off the coast of Nova Scotia, Jack Joseph is used to the immense pressures of deep-sea work. Nothing, however, could prepare him for the pressures of impending fatherhood. As Jack dives deeper and deeper, he seems to pull further and further away from his young wife and their unborn son. Then one night, deep in the icy solitude of the ocean floor, something unexplainable happens. Jack has a mysterious and supernatural encounter that will change the course of his life forever. So, it's a black and white book with illustrations by Jeff Lemire. If you know his work, you know it's a bit different from standard. He has his very personal way of drawing, especially the faces. This is super Jeff Lemire. Just by looking at it, you see that it's Jeff Lemire. The book has got some age, so stay with me. But still, it's a Jeff Lemire, and he was writing great books by 2012 already. So this is mainly for Jeff Lemire's fans, I would say, that want to feel to complete their collection of Lemire's work. They're probably reading Black Hammer or something like that, and got to stumble upon the name of Lemire. But Lemire is much more than the Black Hammer universe he has created. In fact, it's not my preferred work by Lemire, but it's the one that made him super popular today. So yeah, we've got to give it to him. He built an universe. He took the superhero genre, did something different, and gained the corner of his own in a highly populated genre, right? Superheroes, everybody is writing superheroes, but he made it. If we're talking Jeff Lemire, I would say that it's pretty much, if you haven't yet picked up his Sweet Tooth series, then this is the right time to do it, and I think it's way better than the Black Hammer universe titles, but that's me. And know that Netflix is about to launch the TV series adaptation, so it's, if you haven't read it yet, it's the right time to pick it up and read it fast before the series starts. And it's one hell of a book. Well, actually it's 3, I think, in collected book editions. Yeah, great story. With some sci-fi, but very humane, very, yeah, it will touch your heart, amongst other things, amongst other emotions that it will bring you. It's a very well done story. So, speaking of Jeff Lemire and the Black Hammer universe, well, let's talk about this. It's another spin-off from the Black Hammer universe. So Jeff Lemire has been taking care of its characters, trying to explore them deeply, more deep, into separate titles. It happened with Sherlock Frankenstein, for example, also too. So he's done it now with Barbarian Red Planet. Of course, this is also a Dark Horse title. What else, right? So Dark Horse is the one behind these launches of Black Hammer universe, and this is around Barbarian. So let me just read you a little bit of the summary here. So Mark Marks has found his place on Earth as both a decorated police officer and as the beloved superhero Barbarian. But in the midst of the AIDS crisis, hatred from all sides makes balancing these identities seem impossible, especially when a Martian enemy from the past hunts him down to take him back dead or alive. So a groundbreaking new sci-fi action series in the world of the Eisner Award-winning Black Hammer universe about prejudice, honor, and identity. So let's take a look at the art by Tate Brombal. it's a bit out of the ordinary. And sorry, it's Gabriel Hernandez Walta. Tate Brombal helped with the story. Sorry about that. So Mars, that's the setting. We can see here that the paper it's way better. Dark Horse, thank you for not following the steps of the big two. So the colors do actually look way better, and I'm sure that they're as close as possible to the originals, so making the colorists happy. You should make them happy, because if they're happy, we're bound to get happy with the end result too. So let's respect them and give them good quality paper so they can express and see their work correctly expressed. Will you, publishers, please? So we've got an afterword by Tate Brombal, who helped writing the story, some sketches here. I'm not a big fan of the artwork, must confess, but that's a personal taste. But if you're a fan of Black Hammer, you'll want to check this out. Here we can see the Quantum Age, for example. That's something you can also get from us. The Sherlock Frankenstein, I told you. The Visions, it's not here, but we have it in the store. We don't have Dr. Andromeda, must say. We have the Quantum Age, the Streets of Spiral, the Black Hammer 45. We also have it in stock. The crossover between the Justice League and the Black Hammer, we also have it in stock. Colonel Weird Cosmogog, well, I think we also have it. I'm not sure about that one. I think we got it. Yeah, we got almost everything from the Black Hammer universe.